Hi girlfriend, here I am in my shop. Brian has got the technology sorted so that I can actually be with you tonight. I'm sorry that I didn't hop on a plane and come out to see you, but that's life. I'm really sorry. And I did look at flights, but it was just going to be a bit too expensive. So here I am in Old Amersham, and you're in Cedar Rapids having dinner hopefully, and you've just turned 50. So I'm going to raise a glass to you first of all and say cheers. Can you see it there? Cheers. Cheers to you. Here's to another 50. And also, this is your life. So Brian's asked me to answer a few questions. He's going to have some interesting ones around the table tonight. I wish I was a fly on the wall. So here we go. Glasses and paper, because I've thought about this one. Right. My favorite thing about Carol is your steadfast friendship, darling, and your honesty. You can always be counted on to be there when you need it, when I need you. And, you've always been there for me. And I'm really sorry that I'm not there for you now, but here I am on video. You came up for my 50th, and believe me, I would have come to you. The happiest I've ever seen you, and I've seen you a lot of happy times, was when you were getting married to Brian, and I was your bridesmaid. My favourite memory is obviously in the dress shop when you were trying on your veil for the first time and I started to bawl. You laughed and laughed and laughed at me. But we had such a good time at that wedding. It's probably the best wedding I've ever been at. And it was really quite an emotional one for me too, and I was very happy for you. The funniest thing I've ever heard of you doing, I didn't see this, was when you were in your miniskirt directing traffic out on the M40 in Montreal during the floods, trying to get the trucks to drive through the underpass so that the cars could follow behind, so that they would brush the water away and then the cars could come in behind. And then you found out the zipper was broken on your skirt afterwards, so no wonder those truck drivers were oogling you. Very good, very funny. I've got lots of memorable moments, most of them around the ski patrol. You know, we were in the ski patrol together for a long time. We met in our late 20s in 1979. I was married to Gary, and you were going out with Larry. We taught first aid together. We did quite a lot of partying, and we also traveled to Barbados. Do you remember when they told you to beware of me, that I was a bit wild, and maybe you didn't want to travel with me? Anyway, that was quite a trip. The Jolly Roger tour sort of left us slightly less than sober, lying on the beach, and then we had these Boston accountants invite us for dinner. Do you remember that? And we actually went. Oh, and there's lots of other things to remember. Billy the bartender, the boys that we met on the plane that turned up at every single different club that we went to. Our driver, Ken, that used to take us all around the island and wait for us after dinner and then pick us up. The blackout that we had when we had to have candles in the hotel. And what about that great New Year's phone call after we got back to the hotel and we called our buddies on the ski patrol? I think that was about a $200 call. We regretted afterwards. Another funny night I think about is at the Owl's Nest, that cottage where Ray and the gang were staying, and the nerdy old Mark, and the brownies that we had, and how much we laughed that night. Wasn't that good? And then, speaking of laughing, or not so laughing, do you remember going to see Sting and the Police at the Molson Stadium behind the Neuro? And that night, I bet you remember that one. The dumbest thing I think Caroline ever did was to move to Cedar Rapids away from me, but then that's just selfishness on my part. And I did then go on to move to London, didn't I? Carol drives me crazy is one of the last items that Brian has put on here. I guess she drives a lot of people crazy. Carol drives me crazy because she's so bad at communicating. If she wasn't so uncomputerized, we could stay in touch so much better. Look what technology can do. You can see me every day. You can see my shop behind me. I can show you all kinds of things. So, Carol, I have bought you one of these video cameras, and it will be arriving as your 50th birthday gift. And hopefully Brian will help you to get a Hotmail account, or a Skype account is all you need. A Skype account. You just have to go on Skype and download the software and set up an account. And then we can talk for free anytime at all. You log on the computer, you see I'm on. You can send me a little message, a chat message, and say hello. Or you can actually come on with your camera and we can talk to each other. So hopefully Amanda can help you to get that going. I did try to get her one for, and I think you vetoed having a camera. So this one, at least you can put on or off your computer and you can have complete control of it. Well, that's it. This is your life. I'm going to be 53 in a couple of weeks, and you're just turning 50. So believe me, it all falls apart at 50. The wheels fall off. But enjoy it. Be happy. As far as I'm concerned, we're still 20. And we're always going to be 20, you and I together. Happy birthday, darling. Here's me crying again. Happy birthday. Wish I was with you. Bye.